Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a review on Dinair, but before we get started, let me first just say that I paid for the products that you're going to see here with my own money. The company Dinair and the company that I got it from didn't provide any of this for free, so it's a completely independent review, as are pretty much everything I do. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you the compressor first, and let me just take plug out. So this is what the compressor looks like. It's really, really small, sort of fits in the palm of your hand. So when you compare that to, say, some of the other larger compressors, it's obviously incredibly tiny. It's got a dial knob here that you can turn to increase the PSI, how much air is blasted out at you. I can't turn it on so you can hear the noise because the makeup station that I've got in front of me here, it has a really odd plug that basically doesn't allow you to plug anything in it. But anyway, it's pretty noisy, as you can imagine, from most air compressors. It also comes with an airbrush gun, and it has this little attachment thing on it, which you turn here and allows you to rest the air gun like that. So, let me show you what sort of comes with it, and I will then give you my thoughts. It comes with a whole host of little bottles, and I think they're 7.5 mils each, okay? And it comes with a shimmer, about 3 or 4 different foundation colors, an eyeshadow or eyeliner color, something called Moist and Dewy, which is a moisturizer for the skin, which can be used before or after the makeup, just to add a bit more sort of sheen to the skin. Now, you can buy the Dinair foundations in much larger sizes. This is 34 mils, and I think this is $18.95. Now, the thing with airbrush makeup, and the reason I don't talk about it too much, is not because they're not great, they really are. It's that on most of the time when I'm dealing with one-on-one people, there's no point in me talking about it too much unless they've already got one or they're going to go out and buy one. Otherwise, I'm showing them something that really isn't going to be much use to them if they're not going to buy it. But I use airbrush makeup for weddings because it adheres to the skin incredibly well, and you can get the most beautiful result with foundations with, you know, Makeup Forever HD foundation, Mayron HD creams, Graftobian HD creams, Eve Pearl. You can get great finishes, but you can't quite get the same look with those as you do with airbrushing, as you would imagine. Now, the odd thing is that when you watch the reviews, or at least when you watch the company explaining it, they're always like, well, you take your little bottle and you just put 4 drops in and that's all you need to cover a face. Well, I don't think that that's true. I think if you've got really decent skin, you're going to need about 8 to 10 drops of this foundation. I have found that true of all water-based foundations and all silicone-based foundations. 8 to 10 drops is pretty much going to cover your face. 4 drops, not so much. Okay, the Dinair foundations are all water-based, which is a good thing because some people react to silicone-based airbrushes or even silicone-based foundations like Temptu. This is silicone-based, so all the water-based ones, you shouldn't really get any problems with reactions. I think the only 2 that I know of at the moment, actually I think it's 3, Kett, I'm not sure, but I think they might be water-based. Dinair, obviously, and also OCC are all water-based. The finish of the Dinair is, I would consider it demi-matte. It's certainly not matte. It does have a slight sheen to it, so those you dry ladies out there or gentlemen, you're really going to like the finish to it. According to Dinair, it dries on contact with the skin, and I have found that to be true. However, they say you don't need to powder it. I absolutely recommend you go over it with powder. Normal to oily skin, you're going to look really good, and then in an hour's time, you're going to get really shiny, so definitely powder it. Okay, the little compressor that I just showed you is really good for personal use, but it's definitely not going to be something that I would recommend you carry around with you to do with other clients, because it's really for personal use. The one thing I have noticed, and this seems to be a complaint that a lot of people have, is that the gun tends to splatter makeup out, and that is definitely the case if you keep your air pressure too low. You're going to need to keep the dial turned at just above half. So if that's off, you're going to need to turn it at least almost halfway, and then it won't splatter out, okay? Now the kit itself, for the kit and all the foundations that you saw, the small ones, including some eyebrow stencils and things like that is £250, so it's not a small purchase. It's definitely something you want to consider before you do buy it. Like I said, airbrushing does give you an absolutely beautiful result, and it is really, really simple. There is a learning curve, as with everything, because when you're applying airbrush foundation, the one thing that you don't want to see is foundation. All you're looking for is a change in the skin. And I know people are going to say, show me a demonstration, show me a demonstration. I will show you a demonstration, just as I will with regards to the lip gloss thing with using eyeshadow. They're all coming up, so I will post them, I promise. I just wanted to get this out because I wanted you to hear my thoughts on it. Overall, I think the products are really, really good. It sounds ridiculous, right? The main problem I have with Dinair is that it just sounds a little cheesy. Dinair, it just sounds a bit cheesy. It's not like Kett or OCC or Temptu. It just sounds a bit cheesy. But the truth is, I was actually incredibly impressed with the foundation. It really does make your skin look pretty bloody good, and that's a good thing. I would say that Dinair and OCC provide probably the best finish that I've seen. I'm not actually that familiar with Kett too much, so I can't really comment on that. I have their cream foundations, which are amazing, so I will get the Kett foundations and let you know what they're like. Overall, I think this is a great product. If you want to start airbrushing foundation, or you're thinking of going down that route, it's definitely a plus. 8 to 10 drops from the bottle is realistic, I think. I think 4 is not realistic. However, whatever, you might be different to me. You might have amazing skin, it hardly needs any coverage. If so, why use foundation? Anyway, good product, really like it. I'll put all the links down there where you can find it here in the UK and where you can find it in the US, etc. So thanks for watching me, and hey, thanks for everyone that subscribed to Ray Morris. That was really, really nice of you, so I really appreciate that. And thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye.